Right, let's have a look at this game. The same gentleman. Hey, could have been prop sending the... I get a lot of people sending me videos, a lot of games that they want me to cast. Could very well be prop. Playing his classic Russia. Pretty decent Elo player, though. Pretty decent Elo player. So, you know, I have lost to this guy before as well. I think everyone... You can always lose to a good Russia rush. But we're going to be more interested. Harrison saying, can we hit the ladder after this? Of course we can, Sunshine. If you want me to catch the ladder. If there's no good games going on, I promise you I'll play after, okay? Good. So the same guy now, playing as Malta. So Harrison, you should be happy with this. An impromptu show match, someone. Someone wants to get a show match going. Sure, me and Harrison can be there to cast. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Not very often you see that card, but one thing... Wait a minute. Oh, so... One thing I like about Merchant Republics now, by the looks of it, is Merchant Republics never told you how much it would give you back, right? So it grants resources for past and future control of trading routes. So... You never had this number here before. So now Merchant Republics tells you how much you give. And that's really important because it's such a weird... Like, it should have always done that because it's like almost an impossible thing to try and figure out. And it's not... Cards like that aren't always clear as well. So having a number by it kind of really tells you as well. So that's nice. So currently 25% of what? 37. And he's passed twice is now 18. I guess. Okay, fine. I wonder what happens when that changes, though. So when you get Stagecoach, how's the number going to affect? Hey, we'll see. If that's a card that's used, I would love to see if that's actually used here. Okay, we've got some treasure contesting right now. Oh, and blue's going to get it. Very nice. So Moto is going to steal that, and that's a nice 90 coin. But Russia is going to get... I think he can kill both of those, so he's going to get a decent amount of XP for killing them. So it's not the end of the world. He is sending it! So trade routes' future income is improved by 35%. But trade routes, 25% of all resources you have earned so far. It's such a weird card. It's such a weird card. I think it should come in quick as well. I mean, it does look like it's coming in quite quickly. I don't know if that's normal or not. But that should definitely be a card that comes in quick. So let's have a quick look at how this changes. So he's going to get a lot of XP by the looks of it. The TP currently says 37. Let's have a look. He did. He got about 50 XP by the looks of it there. And now this gives 52 as opposed to 37. It's not bad. It's not bad. Is it worth sending? Is it worth a shipment sending? On a 2 TP map? It's debatable. It's kind of like Silk Road. Sort of like Silk Road. Silk Road does impact TP, so... It's like Silk Road, but it doesn't affect crates. Rather, it gives you past experience. It's a weird card. It's a weird card, I'll be honest. Patch said it's 40% now, but it still says 35. Okay, that's fine. But that's cool. It's cool to see that Merchant Republics is on here and someone's using it. So that's really, really cool. So maybe if we see Padre win this game, we're gonna, you know what the thumbnail is gonna look like. You know what the thumbnail is gonna look like. This is like some shit Callan would come up with. Definitely a Callan-esque build. Agent with the Quartermaster. So we're not seeing any German tongues. What's the first card going to be? De-Redding Towers. Is this a thing now? Like, people are experimenting with this card just because it's now an Age 2 card. It was a terrible Age 3 card. So it ships 2 outpost wagons. And they can now train Maltese infantry. But it's... You might think, well, that's basically like just shipping 2 outposts, but it's not. It's just like shipping 2 blockhouses, like Russia blockhouses. What's the difference? Well, with Malta. Oh, and this is really nice timing though. So those outposts could be caught off guard here, really awkwardly. The Cav gonna chase it. He's just planting them down ASAP. How quickly do they get built? Quite quickly. Kind of awkward placement though. So he definitely didn't want to lose in there. And oh no, prop, pay attention. You just completely missed. This looks like this guy's just hiding under the sun there. He's going to be able to get away with that. That was a major mistake. Could have killed 1 villager there. Is going to look like he's going to get 1, though. Stagecoach is coming in. And that's going to benefit from these as well. From the Republics card. The Merchant Republics. So these Age 2 outposts are in. And that's gonna do a lot of damage. Is he gonna make anything from it though? That's the question. Everywhere. So he's got lots of wood coming in. 700 wood. Is that because he wants to make more outposts? Like I was saying, so it's not just like a normal blockhouse. The reason why is because I think it might just be sentinels, but sentinels benefit under, I want to say like military style buildings. So they gain like a speed boost, they gain a HP boost, I think maybe an attack boost as well. I don't know, all the boosts. So if you make sentinels, you get a nice buff from being under the outposts. So if he managed to get his outposts like here, for example, his sentinels would get like nice buffs under the outpost. I'm chatting utter shit again. Okay. They do get buffed though. They do get buffed. So I don't know what the buffs are precisely. I'm sure Harrison do not get faster. Are you sure they don't get faster? Only the DOPs get faster. Okay. Well, they do get buffed. Their church card also, they've got a church card as well. I wonder if he has it in here. No, he doesn't, but they have a church card, and one of the texts from the church does allow those same benefits to be had when you're under your opponent's military buildings as well. So that's kind of cool. So Hospitalers get buffed with speed. Sentinels do get buffed, though. I just can't remember what they get buffed. I think it just might be HP or something like that. Harrison, can you stop being a show off? How are you the front of all knowledge all the time? Half the time you say you don't like any of these DE mechanics, yet you know what all of them do. Go for Pike Bowman here though. Wants to keep these Cheapers alive. Looks like he is. So yeah, really nice mass all of a sudden. He's gone for 8 crossbows. Got 700 wood in. That was his second card. So it's not really it's not a huge eco build. It's a very defensive build. But in a lot of matchups, I think that's good because when you go for the German, oh, none of these guys just walking past each other. How polite of them. Losing 5 ruskets there for free. That is unfortunate. But I like this. This is a nice little, if you're playing against like a Russia or a Boto type Civ, you've gone for the TP eco. That's your eco. You don't want to go too heavy on the eco side because obviously you can get outmassed, and we've seen it time and time again against Malta. They are very vulnerable in the early stages of the game. So going for this card is a really nice way around that. It's very difficult for Russia to push in here. You don't want to hang around this TC fire and 2 outpost fire. And that's a huge mass. Where's that mass come from? So he does have his market text. But this TP, maybe this Merchant Republics card is giving more eco than I first thought it would. So each round, and you've got to credit, this thing comes round very, very quickly, and it's basically for one line. It's 100 resources, just over 100 wood that's being produced right now. Yeah, pikemen's, they're just tanking so much with all these crossbows behind. This is super difficult. Even making a stable, and I don't think that's going to be good. I needed double blockhouse to just produce literally pure Strelets right now. Prop has definitely made a mistake here. Wow, look at all of this. Look at his mass. How has he got such a big mass? He hasn't gone German tongue. He hasn't gone Wigner Court yet. He's just shipping it now. Yeah, de-ridden towers. Merchant Republics. I mean, looks like he's only on 27 vils. To have this mass. There goes the blockhouse. Russia has gone for Stagecoach himself. I mean, it would be rude not to on this map. Rebuilding a blockhouse. I was going to say, rebuilding a stable would be a huge mistake there. Strelets really don't have anywhere else to go but to try and do some damage. Wigner Court is in as well. And Wigner Court is such a good card in its own right. Like, Wigner Court, if any other Civ had Wigner Court, you'd call it lame. Really lame. So I like this. Merchant Republics, then into Wigner Court. It's a good eco. It's a really good eco. Obviously shipping that de-redden towers as well, so it makes it almost impossible to fully rush into him. Could be onto something, this guy. It'd be really great to see if he wasn't being rushed and he used these de-redden towers as a way of, like, being aggressive at the start. So that could be really cool to see. Maybe we'll see some more builds from this guy doing the same sort of thing. Blockhouse goes down. There's a shipment in queue. He's going to put all of his pikemen on guard mode. They're going to soak up all that juicy damage, whilst the crossbows in the background do all the damage. Look at this. Just constantly 10 batches after 10 batches. Archaic soldier attack coming in now. It's going to make these crossbows so good. Like, these poor Strelets are just getting manhandled by the crossbows. Malta crossbows are just disgusting. The later the game goes on, the worse they're going to get. Yeah, those TPs still getting wood, and that's the most cost-effective way of doing it. You think how much investment it costs. You know, 400 wood for the TPs, another 400 resources for the Stagecoach. He's got that plenty. So all thanks to this card here. I love the number that it puts on now. Trip to Jerusalem coming in now as well. That's definitely a viable option. And that's what makes this so great as well. Another great eco card here. And yeah, very impressive showing there. Very impressive showing by Padre. I like that build. That's maybe we'll see that more often. Maybe there's more to it than that, rather than just being a defensive build. Maybe it could be an offensive build as well. And you know, on a map that has more than 2 TPs, you know, don't forget this was just 2 TPs. So Merchant Republic on a map where you could possibly get 3, even 4 TPs. You know, there's a lot of real good TP maps. Like, imagine, not Great Plains. What's the one that has like the 5 TPs down the middle? I can't remember the name of it, but yeah, imagine on a big TP map. Merchant Republics could be a scary card. Could be a very scary card. Portugal's a great one. Central Plains was the one I was thinking of. You train that shit from towers, yeah. So this card here, it's now an H2 card. So it used to be H3, but with the latest patch, it's now an H2 card, and it gives you 2 outpost wagons, and they can make units from them. Really impressed with that build. Prop finished on 32 vils, did lose a few, tried his heart out, but wasn't enough. And yeah, just got overwhelmed. And look at this mass, it's scary. Maybe this build has got some. Maybe we're gonna see something here. Maybe we might see a meta shift. Who knows? GG, well played.